It's the 2nd of July. I'm going to harvest the first earlies of Swift, which are planted in like 20-litre poly bags, they're called, I think. Just basically a 20-litre plastic bag with some holes in the bottom. There's 2 seed potatoes in each one, if I remember rightly. I'm not quite sure of the date. It was sometime sort of early April they were done. So they should be ready. The tops haven't completely yellowed off, but they're starting to obviously finish off now. I've had a problem watering them, to be honest. I put water in, it just flies straight through them. So, and it's my own compost. As far as I can remember, it was just all my own compost in these. So there'll be something on them, but I don't know what. There was one bag up this end which was planted later, so I'll probably just have. It was probably about 2 weeks after, something like that. But I'll pull them up, and I'll probably end up harvesting a lot today because I need this sort of space to put some celery down. Obviously, these are the poppies. I think it was Kath Connolly sent me these, so they're growing okay. They're kind of getting quite tall now. I just need to watch out for the seeds. I don't want them spreading everywhere. I've had to tie them back because they've gone a bit soft, a bit leggy, but they're not actually in my way as such, so I can just keep them nestled along this wall here. And then, like I said, I need to get these out, slide me 2 trays of celery in there, and then that'll help blanch, because there's a little wall here, it'll help blanch the celery. So I'll move the camera and we'll start tipping these out. Right, these are the bags, the 20-litre poly pots. I think I got them from Medwin's, but I had some left over from a few years ago that I got from JBA, so no matter where you get them from really. It's 20-litre, you probably might get them different sizes, I don't know. I just basically fill them with my own compost, a bit of straw on the top, which I'm just going to leave in the compost because I'm going to bag it up and it's probably going to end up on top of a raised bed at some point. No signs of anything nasty on it, so I've pulled 3 down here. I'll probably speed a lot of this up, but I'm kind of hoping to get a similar weight for them. Each sort of bag, it's easy to sort of foresee what you're going to get roughly, but sometimes you get one bag with plenty in and others with nothing in. You just get like a couple of big spuds and that's your lot. There's nothing like really, nothing really bulging on the outside, you see, so how well they come out of these bags, I'm not sure. They might be a bit of a bugger to get out. But here we go, there's a Swift. So they're quite light, pretty dry. They have got holes in the bottom of these bags so the roots can get through, which they hadn't rooted into the ground, to be honest. And we'll just see what we get. So just little holes here, very dry. But, I've pre-weighed the bucket. These are 1.2 pounds. So I'll just crack it open. But, it's not too bad. Quite big, but not worried about that. The manky ones, look at that. I thought I need to harvest these because I have no potatoes at all. So I need some for eating. So I thought, well, these are the next in line to get pulled. So that's the seed potato. Obviously, if you're putting this on top of a raised bed later in the year, you might end up with some of these little volunteer spuds coming up. I'd say, yeah, it's my own compost that is quite dry. But got a crop out of my own compost, which was free, because it's made out of just kitchen scraps and whatever I throw on the compost heap. It was still full of worms when I filled the bags up originally. Might just weigh, see what I've got off that one bag. It's 20 litres of compost, 2 seed potatoes. I can't remember what my rocket were. See what we've got. 3.86, so that's like 2.6 pound. Kind of works out the same, considering the other ones were in 30 litre pots, to be honest, and they had 4 potatoes in. So this was the main idea behind this, you know. But what could I get in a smaller bag? Obviously, it's less compost, and to be honest, it does kind of look, unless if you're getting, you know, 6 or 7 pound out of a 30 litre pot, it just seems sort of the cheaper way to go, to be honest. But I'll do the same with these two, and then I'll probably harvest the rest and speed that bit up. Because it's the season of potato reveals now, so I've got to dig some up at the plot next week. So they can get a bit boring after a while, but it's handy to just look back at and see how well you did. Some years are better than others. This one's really light. Let's crack it open. Yeah, but yeah, they're both a bit big, but I don't mind. Not as many spuds in this one. I was kind of hoping they would be all similar-ish sort of yield. The thing is, you see, I'll probably harvest them all, and then I think there's 7 bags in total, and then I can kind of work out an average per bag. Yeah, I could put some feed in this compost and put something else in it. You know, I could sieve it off and get the other stuff and use that for sowing stuff in, or sow my next batch of peas in it. Because my peas at the allotment, I've picked a couple of pods, sort of 8 mile there, so they're ready to start attacking. So I need to start digging my Dukey Oaks up at the plot so I can get into my peas. Right, so we'll see if that works out similar. So we're nowhere near. £3.25, so that's £2. You can't say that, £2 to £2.5. So yeah, I'll do this other one. So I've had to throw a couple away because they've got this little white speckly mould on it. But, I'm not including them in the weighing. Do this one, then I'll probably, like I say, I'll do the lot of them, and then I'll see what I get out of the lot. Because these were a bit of a bonus thing really, because I didn't send the Swift, sent the rocket first. So when these came through the post, I thought, right, well, I'm going to put these, slug, get rid of that. Nice and clean, quite a big one that. So quite a few small ones on here. Don't mind them because they're out for potato salads. Oh, just squished a seed potato, janky. Not quite as many in that, but like I said, they're slightly bigger potato. Just turn them back on. That's 3.1. So it's just under £2 there. Over the average, you know. I can kind of be, you know, thinking if I get £2 of spuds per bag, I'll have £14 of spuds from that down there. So I'll empty the rest out and then we'll have a look back. Right, this is the last bag, 7th bag. So not loads of spuds, but I'm happy enough with it anyway. So it's a bit of a bonus crop. I've never grown anything in that little sort of pathway bit before, so I thought, well, just nicely fit 7 of these, but I could probably fit one more in really, but it's a nice little bonus crop for, otherwise you're just picking weeds out the path or shoving pots and whatnot down there. There's a few tiny ones. So I'm going to wash these. Just fine if you're using potato salads, you know, if you leave the mud on them to dry, it's a bit stubborn to get off. Like I said, they're pretty, you know, they're pretty clean. I mean, that's just the compost that stuck to it, really. But they won't last long in this house anyway. I don't think I'm going to find much more in here now. But, you know, a mound of free compost here. It was made from sort of last year's sort of leftovers. I'll put all into one tub. Do all there. I'll set the old scales up. Turn it off. So I just need to take 1.2 pound off it. It's a bucket full. There's one with a split in it there. Never mind. Right, moment of truth. Oh. Come on. 18.94 pounds. So that's like 17.7 pounds. Whatever that is in kilo, I'm not sure. It's like 8.59 kilo in here. So whatever a pound is, 500 grams is it? So you're looking at 8 kilo of spuds roughly, something like that, just over. So yeah, I'm happy enough with that. You know, out of these, like I say, just if I'm in packs of 10 or 5, whatever, just polythene bags, reuse them. Like I say, I mean, I used these when I did some trials on some spuds years ago, trying jazz these out and stuff. I got sent them free, and then I thought, well, I could do with a few more, so I bought some more. I think most of these are the old ones. I think there's a couple of new ones, but you know, you can fold them away. You could probably be deep enough. You could probably actually do carrots in them quite easy. The thing is, when they're black, they warm up easy, but I think sometimes it can affect the crop of potatoes if the pot gets too hot, because they don't like being warm. Actual potatoes, but overall, yeah, I'm happy. I'm plenty happy enough with that. I've got a bucket full of spuds to go out until I put the spade to the ground. Obviously, in not long, I'll be doing the compost comparison reveal on them potatoes. And I've also got another 16 of these full of Orla, which is behind the camera, and my big 30-litre pots full of Penton Crown up the garden, and 124 spuds to dig up at the plot. So if all goes well, I don't need any potatoes for quite some time. But obviously the ones at the plot will be sacked up and stored. So that's it, just a quick reveal. So what will be coming up in the next video, not sure. I've got some potting on to do the brassicas that are going to go down to the plot, I'm gonna have to pot them on, I think, because they're just keeling over every day now. Just need too much water, so I'm going to try and put them in some bigger pots if I've got enough, and then sort of make a dummy raised bed and put all the pots in that and put a hoop cover netting over it just to protect them. Because any time now I'm just waiting for the space to come available and I can reload the beds up, try and get out a second crop. And also probably sowing some more peas in the next video, because like I say, it's getting that time. They do get affected by mildew a little bit later in the season, but like I say, it's a bonus crop. Rather than just growing once, go for it again. If you've got a different space, yeah, you can do it, but I'm just putting them in the same space as they are already. You know, I would put some down the side at Polytunnel, but I've got me sunflowers down there, and I've also got some runner beans, which are tender star. I grew them last year. They're a bit of a hybrid between a climbing bean and a runner bean. Enjoyed them actually, they were quite nice. I've got quite a few of them. I'll put most of them here, but I might put some actually up at the plot. Might use part of my asparagus bed actually, because where the asparagus isn't coming up, I might put a few canes in there and just put maybe 6 or 7 up, just to see how they manage, because if they do okay at the plot, then it's something else I can grow up the plot next season. Right, I'm going to clear up and then get on with potting this stuff on. I won't video it, I'm just going to put them into, because they're in 3-inch pots, so if I've got some 4-inch, I'll just pop them into them. And then I'll have some of these for my tea tonight. So thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you next video. See you now, bye bye.